Howdy do, buckaroos. I woke up at 6 a.m. because I was so anxious about classes starting again. Yeah. That's where we're at. Also, this voiceover is already ahead of the video because my computer sucks and it buffers. It's kind of impressive. It buffers like minutely so that I can't tell that it's buffering, and all of a sudden I look up and my video is like 4 seconds behind my audio, which is a total pain. But I'll just have to look at the number for the audio instead of the video and it'll be fine. Anyway, so I woke up at 6 a.m. and I did all of this whole build, hence why the furnishing is kind of rushed. I did this whole build before I even looked at what I was supposed to be doing for class today. My first class on Mondays is a 9 a.m. in Chicago, but I'm in Georgia right now, so it's a 10 a.m. But my professor absolutely is not messing with Zoom. He doesn't care at all. He won't do it. So all he did was push back the date for our midterm, which means what I was supposed to do today was use the 3 hours that I would normally be in class on a Monday morning to write my midterm paper. I wrote one paragraph of one half of it, but I did all of this before I did that. This is Plumbella's shell challenge. This is the first one she's put on YouTube instead of her Twitch. And I thought, why not? And then I started building and I was like, oh, that's why not? 'Cause it's entirely miserable. It's the worst. But she did, when she was talking about it, she did this adorable thing with the spandrels, and it was just stuck in my mind. I really wanted to do it. So I did. It isn't the best thing I've ever built, but I don't usually build community lots or modern builds. Just everything about it was weird. It was a weird choice for me. But I was having a nice time, I think. So, you know. Yeah. So this was kind of an evil shell. It was really difficult. I really didn't know how I was gonna because I wanted it to be so open, I didn't know how I was gonna put a bathroom in it, but she's got these odd little standalone rectangles. I used one of those to make a bathroom, because of course I did. But I think because this was a bar and not a home, that it just took the oddity rather well. I so expected this to go way worse than it did. I'm actually like decently happy with this build. It is weird. It's very weird. And it certainly doesn't look like anything. Like recently I've been trying to make my modern builds look like converted spaces so that it makes sense that it's styled the way that it is. But this doesn't look like anything at all. I also did this weird zigzag roof, and I'm honestly not mad at it. I kind of like the way the roof looks. But, you know, it is what it is. I do like a weird glass roof in the back. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind a little bit. I'm looking at things and going, man, that looks okay, and it doesn't. It looks insane. And I do apologize that I just don't seem capable of closing that lot type menu. I just always have it on when I'm building a specific lot, so I do apologize, because it's annoying me looking at the footage now. Even though I literally tune it out while I'm building. Like, it's not like I'm using it. I don't even notice it. Yeah, corrugated metal roof. I didn't want to use the same, like, I didn't want to do a wood exterior because when Plumbella did her build, she used wood. So I'm trying not to just build the same the same thing that she did. So hopefully I accomplished that. I haven't looked at her build since this morning, so I don't know if I just accidentally did, despite my best efforts, build the same thing she built. But yeah, this is essentially my shell, my basis that I'm going off of. I don't know why I used this horribly ugly diamond foundation. I have no idea what my thought process was there, but I did it, and it's terrible. So that's where we're at. This is where I'm gonna do my bathroom, in this weird fenced. I did a fence. I didn't want to. Well, I couldn't put in walls, right? But I needed like a secondary structure for the bathroom, so I just fenced it in, and then I put a ceiling on it and not a roof. So I did ceiling with half wall trim instead of a proper roof, because I tried to put a roof on it and it just looked insane. And don't get me wrong, it still looks ridiculous, like completely ridiculous. And again, all of my trademark furnishing and decoration out the window. I absolutely did not mess with anything like that. Yeah, I was not here for proper decoration. Once I'd spent all this time trying to make the shell look like a functional building, I kind of threw out everything else. But it's fine. It works as a space. Like, it works. I just had another thought, but it's gone now. See, look, I mean, it doesn't look as bad. It's just I wanted it to cover the fence posts, you know, and it didn't. And then I tried to just put a roof on the weird wall part, and that doesn't work either. Anyway, I'm gonna stop just marveling at how ridiculous a concept a fenced-in bathroom is. See, this is how I just put a ceiling on it, but no. Anyway. So I probably haven't mentioned it before, but the degree that I'm getting as a full-time college student at the moment is a comedy writing and performance degree. That's exactly as useless as it sounds. I'm going into debt for very little reason. It's fine. I'm handling it. But my next class today is Comedy Foundations 2, except we are going into the dramatic monologue unit, meaning that in the middle of this pandemic, I am about to have to memorize a dramatic monologue from the play The Exonerated, about people who were wrongfully convicted and put on death row and then exonerated. It's exactly what it sounds like. I really don't want to do that right now. Like, that's not the vibe right now, is it? Am I wrong about the vibe? What's the vibe? Would somebody tell me what the vibe is? Because I don't think I can handle much more of the current vibe that I'm aware of, you know? Like, I'm just really hoping I'm wrong about the vibe. Anyway, I wish we had some 3-wide bars. That's what I wanted for this, was a 3-wide bar, because I kind of wanted a variation. I wanted to go 4-3-2, take up some more space, but we only have 4 and 2, and I'm not pleased. It looks odd to me, but whatever. I did multicolored chairs because, I don't know. Then I just went through and I grabbed all of the indoor activities and I put some of them outdoors because that's how I roll. I always put the bubble blowers outside. I always put the bubble blowers outside. I mean, I guess, okay, my first playthrough of Get Famous, I had a sim move into, it's one of the mansions. It's not the horrific modern one. It's one of the traditional, like, colonial mansions. But it's not the empty one. I think it's the other one. I don't remember who it belonged to. Anyway, it has the big open space in the middle with the black and white marble. I put a bubble blower right in the middle. That I liked. I've been thinking I forgot how to delete ceilings for a second. Please ignore my idiocy. I figured it out. I've been thinking for a while that maybe I want to renovate that mansion and just see how that goes. So maybe I'll do that. I'm still working on my Princess Generations challenge. In fact, I took Cinderella to this bar to take my screenshots. But she's still mad at her boyfriend for proposing right after her mom died. Which is, a choice she can make. I'm not here to judge her for how she grieves, but I kind of need her to get over it. One, so that I can keep advancing her career so that they can afford their house. And two, so that she can get married to her boyfriend and we can get on with this. But, it's fine. I've got it handled. It's fine. Also, I'm a little worried that she's not, because genetically, Snow White had a lot of boys. I don't usually have that many boys. Like, I've been playing the 100 Baby Challenge for literal years now. And never once have I had a matriarch that had so many boys as Snow White did. So I'm a little worried that if Cinderella only has 3 children, because that's her plan, that they're all gonna be boys, and I need Tiana. So, I mean, I guess we could just kill a kid. That's undesirable. Can you kill children? Can children die? I've never tried to kill a child before. Can you kill a child in The Sims 4? Does anybody know? I bet one of you knows. Somebody put it in the comments. Have you ever killed a child? Even if they get, like, pufferfish poisoning, don't they just get taken away by welfare, custody people, child services, child protective services? Oh, okay. So, I moved to Chicago from school, but I'm actually from Georgia. And here, CPS is Child Protective Services, and there, CPS is Chicago Public Schools, which is hilarious to me. Every time somebody says CPS kid, my brain is like, what? Oh, huh? Like, I just assume that they were Child Protective Services kid, and no, that's not what they meant at all. They meant Chicago Public Schools, and I just don't know how to communicate to people that they sound like they abuse their children. Like, it doesn't make any sense at all. Is Child Protective Services still Child Protective Services in Chicago? Like, how do they handle that? Do they get a different acronym? I just realized I didn't put a railing on the inside stairs. God. I am a mess. This build is a mess. I can't believe I turned this into a challenge. It's so embarrassing. Because watching it now, there are so many things I want to do. Like, the stairs in the front I want to turn. I want to make some L-shaped stairs in the front so it's not just a giant staircase straight down like that. And then we could do a front door underneath the L shape so that you can go in on either floor if you want. Like, I have so many thoughts now about what I should have done with this build, and instead I made a fenced-in bathroom. Like, what? This is what happens when you start building at like 7 a.m. It's terrible. But I put in a whole bunch of these waterfalls for some reason. I mean, they're fun waterfalls. I never used these modern assets, so now I'm using them just for funsies, but it's weird. I don't know. Maybe I should have Cinderella take her boyfriend on a date to this bar so that I feel less bad about it. Like, I don't even think it looks that weird in Newcrest. Like, I can just make Newcrest's district. What is this? It's not a shopping district. It's like a venue district. I can just make Newcrest's venue district modern. I don't want to do that though in this playthrough. It's a princess themed playthrough. I don't want... It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. How I almost never use venue lots in my gameplay. Because anything I can do on a venue, I can do in my home. Oh yeah, I wanted to put something in that weird space there. I mean, what else is at a bar that I didn't already put? I guess I could have put the arcade machines under there. Now that I'm thinking about it, I definitely could have put the arcade machines under there. That one's my bad. I totally could have done that. I can hear my mom preparing to come up the stairs. I just really hope she doesn't interrupt me with 3 minutes left in this voiceover. I have 3 minutes left in this voiceover. 3 minutes. Oh. See, there goes now my brother is speaking. I have no idea. She probably is. She knows that I'm gonna have to make a separate piece of audio for the last 3 minutes of this voiceover. She can feel it in her bones. Oh, here, wood plank decorative is back. I used it to make it look more intentional with the bushes, because I was just doing weird things and it was looking weird and I really didn't know what to do with it. So wood plank decorative, man, wood plank decorative. I just did some circles. Boy, howdy, do I love circles. I don't know why I chose circles that large. Like, my path thing, people understand it. The need to put in paths. That if you were in this space, you would use them. But giant circles? It just looks like a giant game of hopscotch gone wrong. Oh yeah, I put in topiary animals, because I never use the topiary animals, and I think they're cute. I just think they're cute. So, you know, ooh. I think maybe she's not going to. That would be cool. Yeah, I messed with rugs in here for too long. Just constant rugs. I just tried all the different rugs, and none of the rugs looked right. And if you can hear me scratching my leg, sorry, but it's itchy. Georgia is way itchier than Chicago. Just, it's so annoying. It's pollen season here, and I'm mad. Yeah, I just put, you know, some trash cans in by the bars. So I realized they needed trash cans. And there you go. Here are my screenshots. Not the best thing I've ever built. but out of a shell, I think it could certainly be worse. Also, you can see how warped the angle I'm taking the screenshots at is because of the townies. Okay, subscribe!